Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching 100. This episode 9 of the 5th season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. And if you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in the link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So very interesting stuff that's going on at Dials' camp. Obviously, she's now revealed to Marcus that she's pregnant. Now it's interesting because they was kind of having a little heart-to-heart themselves. He was stood there, you know, on the cliff. He was looking out into the green, and pretty much they was both detailing how they envisioned the world to possibly be when everything goes swell. So pretty much he was like, look mate, there's going to be a well there, we're going to have a, you know, a good hospital here, a big state-of-the-art facilities where Abby could go and help people and, you know, train everybody up, we can all be safe. She was saying it's going to be a school and a bleachers and you know, somewhere where her kid can go and have fun. Do you know what I mean? Very interesting. And she ended up turning around to say to Kane that, look mate, when we first arrived down here, I didn't think this could be a place where we could all survive, and I was scared of obviously my child's future. But after speaking to you and seeing how much, you know, like you love living and you're visionary for the world, like it's given me hope. And then they turned around and was like, Hope, that's a great name. And I was like, yes, Hope Michelson, that is a great name, go for it. So very interesting. Obviously, like speaking of Abby, you know, she's doing she's doing a research obviously for Dials, and she's trying to help the people that have been infected, that's sick. And she ended up lying to Raven so that she could use her engineering skills, so she could create a machine from one of their big massive weapons that can actually like pulse you know, the people that are suffering. When they lay in the bed, they could like move it across the body and it can zap everything and pretty much like eradicate all of their infection. And it's really interesting because he's done it on the big guy, you know, the serial killer dude, and it actually worked. But at the end of the episode, she was told to keep it quiet, mate, from Dials. She was saying, look mate, you know, if you actually want to keep getting these tablets, you know, you want to keep getting your medicine and staying like in this condition, then you need to keep this hush hush because McCreary's back now in camp. She was proposed earlier on in the episode. Murphy rang or whatever, walkie-talkied in, and he was like, look, we've got McCreary, you've got Raven. We propose one hostage swap for another. You give us, you know, her, we'll give you him. Jobs are good and we'll go our separate ways. She turned around, she was like, no, do whatever you want to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm not bothered. He's go for it, kill him if you want. So again, very interesting because obviously now he wants to get back at Dialza. It's a conflict in camp, you know, he was a big character, and she was saying that obviously with Bellamy trying to obviously stop OCTAVIA coming here, that that was a problem solved, and this is a problem solved as well. So 2 in 1 day, mate. Very interesting for her. Now again, really interesting stuff what's going on with OCTAVIA. They found out that she's obviously using live people and also dead people to obviously use the worms so that they can expand and they can get more and more and more to drop it on to them in the greenery place so they could go and kill them all. Now interesting stuff is they come up with a plan to kill Cooper, then obviously make it look like Indra turned up just in time before to try and save her pretty much. But what she had to do is she had to press a button, you know, gas all of the worms, kill them all, and they can't use that to go in for the attack. Now this is the plan that they went with. They've done it as well. Obviously they killed Cooper, Indra's come, she's pressed the buzzer, she's killed the worms, but OCTAVIA's turned up and said, look mate, we never actually intended to use the worms. Our plan all along is to use the eggs. We've been harvesting them. They are the ones that are in the trucks. They're ready to go, and whoever, you know, decided to kill Cooper didn't actually know that plan. So that's interesting because now it points all eyes onto obviously Bellamy and Clark, and you know, a little bit of Indra, to be honest. And they've gone and they've arrested Clark, and obviously Bellamy, he's lucky because he's kind of obviously OCTAVIA's brother. She's kind of giving him a bit of leeway, but she's like, careful Bellamy, do you know what I mean? Any more conversation from you and any more insight might make me think that you was involved and we'll have enough people to do a fight. Do you know what I'm saying? Then he's gone and ended up going to her office at the end of the episode and speaking to her, and he's saying, look mate, you know, from whatever happens, I'll always love you, OCTAVIA. You'll always be my sister. I remember when me, you and mum used to share rations, and he ate something and he'd give it to her and she ate it, but this time, mate, she was infected. He had touched obviously Monty's algae, and that is obviously, we've been told, his first batch put Murphy in a coma for a couple of weeks, and that is now what's happened to OCTAVIA. So now she's out the equation, she's down, he's grabbed her, he's kind of held her and put her out, and she's now you know, like asleep on the floor. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with obviously the leader out right now when they're ready fresh to march on to their camp. It's exciting, can't wait to see what happens. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, let's jump into today's episode.
You could have been a miner, Doc.
Miners don't care about destroying the ground they're digging in.
Hide the machine.
Your errand boy looks better. Should I be hopeful?
I'm not. Robert's lungs filled with fluid this morning.
My people know you didn't trade for me. Some of them are even calling for your head. Am I early?
No, Vincent. You're right on time.
It's Vincent's really interesting, isn't it? He's a serial killer, but he does seem alright. It's mad.
Killing someone and letting them die are not the same thing.
Please go get the machine. He took a thorn out of a lion's foot, but he's still a lion. I'll send in the next victim.
Take it easy.
A war is coming, and yet she passes up every opportunity we get to weaken the enemy.
What is your problem? Quiet. We kill the pilot, then we pop off these collars and run like hell.
What I know is that a dead man can't fly a ship or fire missiles at the people we love.
You want to weaken the enemy? What's weaker than an enemy at war with itself?
It's not that easy.
No, but once it starts.
Internal divisions.
The tattoo. He's with McCreary. Everyone else in here is with Dioza.
If they take him out, then it obviously starts a bit of conflict for themselves on the outside. Do you know what I mean? If one of McCreary's guys dies here, he's going to go straight to Dioza, like, what your men playing at? Do you know what I mean? And the conflict is going to start again and again. And do you know what's interesting, mate? And I like it, and I didn't know, is that scene on Instagram that Nyla and Murphy are brothers and sisters. Don't know why that made me happy. It just did. Do you know what I mean? I seen them together on a story, and he was dancing, having a good time, and I was like, that is decent. At first, I was like, what? Are they married? But no, they're brothers and sisters. And I still love it, mate. That's a good little thing going on there. I like it.
She was ready to burn this place down if she couldn't see you.
Hey, Maddie, that's enough. We can't risk the child being seen here.
Indra can accept Teosa's terms for peace. By the time Octavia wakes up, if she wakes up, I poisoned my little sister, Clark.
You had to do what you had to do.
I know this is hard. I was willing to destroy the last survivable land on Earth just to win a war.
She wasn't willing to destroy it, though, was she? She said that the worms would be dead after a few days.
I know
Tell us everything that happened. Did she take anything?
she was eating one of your rations. Why?
Because she might have been poisoned.
We were sharing it the Wan crew way.
We need to prepare for succession. I'll inform one crew. If there's any change in her condition, I want to be the first to know.
Yeah, Camilla will try and stake a claim to being the person who's next in charge. Because Indra kind of lost the 1st battalion, didn't she?
Our beloved Blood Arena has fallen ill. I trained Octavia as my second, and I love her as I love my own child. I advised her and led her army with pride. Blood Reina wanted what we all want, to live a better life. For the last 6 years, we have lost hundreds of our people. We'll negotiate for one crew to enter the valley peacefully.
You're not in command here. Not even over the 1st Battalion. Blood Raina gave that honor to me. Now I'm not asking you to follow me. I'm asking you to follow Octavia. Yesterday she ordered us to march on the valley, so we marched!
Yeah, they're going to need Maddie to step up now. She has to.
Real commander.
They do. They'll all bend the knee, won't they?
Absolutely not.
What happens when Octavia wakes up?
If she wakes up.
Answer's no. Now unchain me so we can get the hell out of here before we all get executed.
Mate, he's going to leave you in there, and he's going to go to Maddie anyway without your permission.
Murphy and Ori are my family. I'm sorry.
The thing is, right, yeah, I understand where she's coming from, but she is safe as the commander. To be honest, that is like every single person in there is going to bend the knee towards her. They're all going to put the life on the line. They're going to listen to it. Like, prime example, she'll become the new commander, right, if she takes it. And then she'll say jump, and they'll say how high. She'll say kneel, they'll all kneel. Do you know what I mean? Like, she'll say we're only doing this, they'll all do it. We're marching, we're going. It's like, you can't say age, because look at Queen Elizabeth, mate, you know. R.I.P. to you, Queen. She took charge at such a young age, and look how long she ruled. She was a great queen. Do you know what I mean? Right now, we've got King Charles. He's old. When she first took the helm, do you know what I mean? Like, when Her Majesty would come, she was well young. So young. So the fact is, age is just a number. It's how you rule and what you're willing to do in that position. You can either be one of these people that get the power and just absolutely abuse it, or rule the right way. Get a second in, you know, take the advice, and go from there. And do you know what? Maddie wouldn't be that bad. And the fact is, I like what Bellamy's just said. You know what I mean? Like, you was willing to take the Nightblood and become the commander yourself. You was also willing to force Luna to have it. And you was going to stick it in your own head, which you did, actually, when you didn't really have the Nightblood in. Did we see it at the end of season 3, was it? When it was kind of killing her as well at the same time, when he was trying to do the transfusion. It was like half of it going into her, half of the, you know, the flame inside of her, and it was glitching. Do you know what I mean? She was willing to put it all on the line for this. So, do you know what I mean? Like, what is the difference now? It's interesting. I wanted to take it personally, I'm not going to lie. It's been hovering now for ages, hasn't it? Is it like 2 or 3 seasons where we've, like, had the potential of having a commander? Yeah, it's not actually gone in them. Now it's time. It's due. It's got to go into Maddie. I'd just tell him me. I'd be like, look, mate, there is a cure.
She didn't tell you. Wants you dead. See, I'm on your side. Look, all I know is Abby found a cure.
He's gaining his trust a little bit.
If what you're saying is true, you should get your friends and go before the bloodshed starts.
You know, his skin does look a bit darker, a bit pale, decay. Decent, it's good makeup.
I'll tell Dios that Sorside is ready. As soon as the fighting starts, go to work on the collars.
We're escaping, and I want you to come with us. My friend Enquiry knows how to take off the collars, and as soon as she can...
No, I'm their only pilot. They'll never stop looking for me.
Either you come with us, or we'll kill you.
Mm-hmm.
How's that phrase going?
We'll have to work on it. But okay.
Oh, are these flame protectors as well, keepers?
What are you up to, Mother? That speech in the arena. Suddenly you're a peacemaker.
Child with Clark is a real knock bleeder.
You don't come to me with faith. This is desperation.
It's true. My faith is not as pure as yours. Blood Rainer was a leader we needed then. We need a true commander now.
The child must choose.
I was going to say, it's Maddie's.
For herself. Do you know why they've brought you here? Never force this on you. But there are things happening now that they believe only the wisdom of the commanders can save us from.
Clark made a deal with Dios for peace, and Octavia is too sick to accept it now.
What happens to Clark if I don't do this?
Oh, she probably was going to get killed though, wasn't she?
This is how we stop the war. This is how we save that valley.
Good, I'm liking it. The thing is, right, I probably think that she's not even going to take it. Something stupid's going to happen. But let's be honest, like, I'm all for you deal with the best cards that you've got on the table at the time of an event that's taking place. And I'm all for, again, like, never looking back on a decision that you made when you thought it was the best one. And then when in the future, it turns out it's not the best one. You know, that's not your fault. You had a decision to make there and then, gun to your head. You assessed all options. It was the best one. Now, obviously, a couple of months down the line, when everything's changed, you know, okay, maybe I could have done it different. But that's it, mate. You know, it's in the past. Sack it. It's done and dusted. Look at it now here, yeah? She didn't want to take the flame. Clark didn't want it. But the fact is, right, Clark's going to be lamb to a slaughter. She's going to probably get killed by Diosa or Octavia. Her life's on the line. Maddie wants to save it. Give it the flame to Maddie. Yeah, she can save Clark. She'll be the true leader. People will bow to her. Some will still bow to Octavia, let's be honest. But what I'm saying is, she can save the person that she loves. Everybody does stuff out of love, yeah? As Bellamy was saying to Clark, I know that you'll probably never forgive me for putting a flame inside of her, but the fact is, yeah, my family, we've been together for 6 years, the way your family, that you've been together 6 years with her, are Murphy. Do you know what I mean? Monte. It is Echo. It is Raven. It is Amora. We've been together as one unit on the Ark, and they're there. You know, if we don't give it to Maddie, then Octavia's plan will stand. They'll go, they'll attack, they'll drop the eggs, they'll kill possibly all our friends and destroy a possible place where we can actually survive. Or, on the flip side, I could do something that you don't want to do, but it could save your life as well, and we could actually march in there peacefully with, obviously, the deal that you've proposed on the table. So, I don't know, man. When you look at all the cards that have been dealt, and literally all of the options available right now in this position here, in episode 9 of season 5, I do believe it is the best way. It could change later on down the line, but, you know, like I said, right now, it's a good plan.
Hey, Octavia, can you hear me?
Oh, mate, it's going to be a tough on this.
My brother poisoned me.
Oh. Yes, Indra.
No one is leaving this room.
Yes, Indra.
What's wrong?
McCreary knows about the cure.
Follow my lead. Or in advance if
What about the defectors who went with Kane to map the settlement?
Kane knows what code blue means. After we roll up Abby, we go for Shaw. We didn't come all the way back to Earth just to kill each other.
Yeah, she's killing him though, technically. Get a necklace off, man.
Who's never gonna treat any of us? Only her people. What is your friend Kane working on?
A settlement. For all of us.
I always do everything myself.
Oh. He's sick with it. Did it? The guy, man.
We need to get Abby and Dioza and get to the transport ship. The other defectors are there already. Is peace your concern? Bellamy and Clark negotiated a surrender. I've been working on a settlement for everyone in the South Woods. Without Dioza, that all goes away.
I'm going with Kane.
John, not again.
It's Abby.
I'd say someone's gonna grab her at one point. She's gonna shout she's pregnant. Always works.
It's okay. If I die, the cure dies with me.
Kill me, and you kill your unborn child.
Oh, it is his. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's shot him.
Curry's people are in control.
Very nice.
We have to go now.
Where's Abby?
They took her.
Bring back the doctor now.
That was actually interesting. Do you know what, right? This McCreary guy, when he's first introduced, didn't like him. I'm not saying that I like him now, but I mean, he was just one of those annoying guys. So like, when it first started, she was in there, she was just trying to like implement, you know, we first landed on Earth, let's try and get something going. And he was just moody, do you know what I mean? Proper moody, just annoying, didn't like him. But like, in terms of his storyline with Dioza, right, I don't think he's actually done that bad, to be honest. It seems like she's doing him over all of the time, and she actually only cares about her side of the people, and not really his side of the people. Do you know what I mean? And like, all he wants to do is technically live, and like, have equal rights, so to speak. You know what I mean? He wants his people to be as sound as hers. He wants all of them to go for the same treatment. They all want to survive. They all want the land. They all want to live. And like, she's obviously kind of doing him dirty, to be honest. So I'm not saying like I'm on his side, but I don't feel like he's really, really bad. I just feel like he's just a bit annoying. Like, his character's just annoying. So I'm interested to see where we go from here, because obviously she's just told him that it's his kid. I want to know if he's savage enough to take her out and say he don't care. Do you know what I mean? Or you know, if he actually protects her later on down the line in case she starts maybe getting injured, you know, when the fighting continues.
Diosa agreed to share the valley if we surrender.
I'm ashamed of you.
The dark year broke us all.
Do not talk to me about the dark year.
We can survive this too.
We survived that because of me.
Shouldn't have let you shoulder that burden alone. I won't make the same mistake now.
One crew wouldn't follow you, so you're using Maddie?
Our people will reach that valley without sacrificing any more lives.
See, last time they blew this ascension horn, it wasn't actually implemented yet.
Short of me, Maddie would never ascend. It's Indra and Bellamy. They poisoned Octavia, and now they want to replace her. Wait, guard, I'm done here.
Like, I'll be so disappointed if it don't get done. This will be the second time we tease putting a flame in and it's not worked.
Will one crew follow a real commander?
They might.
And I'm afraid our true believers have all the guns.
Ascende superiors. Clark, I knew would have thought this through. You kill me, my people kill you. Maddie still ascends.
There we go, baby.
The only person who wants Maddie to be commanderless than me is you.
Don't understand why Clark's so hardcore against it though. Like, I understand the negative sides of it, but I don't know. She's not going to do it now, is she?
Child, you make her a martyr.
Take them to the rover. rest, the traitors.
It better work, mate. Honestly, it's gone in her head. She better be the next commander.
Still have the doctor. That means we have the cure. Once healed, find Shaw, and we will kill the rest. Worried about that thing in your chest?
Nope. Already cured.
Not that thing.
There it is.
You're okay. I'm here.
We had a deal.
These are my orders.
You like Jerome?
Hey.
Sangera crew. Numfa come Lisbeth. Come Sangera crew.
Mate, the guy's kneeling straight away. You would though, wouldn't you? Let's be honest. Decent. Okay, he's just been fucking popped. Because she's annoying. That's what she is.
The Nightblood child did not recite the lineage, and is therefore not the true commander.
She is not one crew. She is an enemy of one crew.
But first we have a war to win.
See, right, what I want to know about Octavia is, does she actually think that she's doing the right thing, or does she trying to keep up appearances? Do you know what I mean? I've got to say, from my personal perspective, there's like 3 characters, maybe 4, pushing it, that I actually think have been alright this season. I could literally label every one of them for being annoying. Like, you can't tell me Clark's not annoying, Octavia's not annoying. You can't say that, you know, Abby's not, Kane is at sometimes, Diosa. Do you know what I mean? Like, McCreary, so annoying. Like, all of them. Now, let's label, like, people who've been alright. Yeah, Murphy's been pretty decent. You know, Echo's been pretty good. Raven, she's consistently good. Indra and Bellamy, you know, like, I would say, like, they're, like, the 5 that have been, like, pretty good. And how many of them have been hardcore in the storylines as well? But I don't know, man. Like, the season's been good. It actually has been good. I've liked what's been going on. I still have no idea how it's going to end. You know, we've got this commander here ready to ascend, but she's not recited the actual true words yet. So that means that she's not in the true power, if that makes sense. But it obviously has worked, because she's just there recited to this guy, you know, pretty much like who he is, his family, where he's from, his clan. And like Clark again is just being this, like, again, it's like I kind of contradict myself in certain situations. I really like Clark in this kind of like mum role, so to speak. Like, it's decent, I enjoy it. I'm happy that she's doing whatever it takes to, you know, save her. But then again, at the same time, it's like she isn't doing stuff objectively. You know, like, what is it that she's been saying to Bellamy? Yeah, sometimes you got to think with your head and not your heart. All she's thinking about is heart. That's it. She is so committed to Maddie that she's not thinking of the correct thing to do, the best for everybody, the right choice. Her ascension is the correct thing. Indra, all season, I could see it in her eyes. She knows what the right thing to do is, and she's willing to do it, even if it's going against Octavia. But like, Octavia's just trying to keep up the role, keep up the position. And you know what I hate as well? Is like when people are successful as a unit and people always say it's me. Do you know what I mean? So like, when they're saying that they got through the dark days, yeah, Indra's like, we got through it together, and Octavia's like, no, we didn't. I got us through the dark days. I don't like that. I don't care if it's Octavia saying it or anybody. To me, everybody, it's one crew got through the dark days, not you, Octavia. You know, you might have been there leading, but, you know, anybody could be leading. It's just that somebody was there by your side. You had to get that role because you took them into that bunker, which is fair play. You won the conclave. You deserved it. You know, you earned the right for people to stand by you. But again, when someone offers better decisions, you know, better proposals, you're not willing to listen. That's all I think all season, me, with Octavia being in charge. This is where I kind of was annoyed with Abby. Like, I'm not going to compare her to Abby. When Abby was trying to, I think it was, what was it, season 2, I think, when he was going for Mount Weather, Abby was like, kept saying, they're kids, Clark's just a child, you know, I'm in charge, I'm the person that's here, you know, it's our people. And Clark, she never had a good decision, mate. She wasn't really a good leader. She was all talk and no action. She had no end goal, and she couldn't, you know, do anything. At least Clark, when she was there, she was actually making decisions, tough ones as well, infiltrating, attacking, killing, moving forward. She tried to have that, you know, like, end goal, and Abby didn't really have that. And like, I feel like Abby just wanted to be in charge because she was like in charge, and I feel like this is Octavia now. She's in this position where she has to keep up appearance. I have to pretend I'm Blood Rainer and I'm doing this and this is the right way to go, even if I don't like the decisions that I'm making myself. Do you know what I'm saying? And like, it is interesting to see. And like I said, we're on episode 9. We've got, what, is it 13 episodes this season? So, I mean, there's still 4 more to go. Very interesting. And honestly, I have no idea how it's going to pan out. Okay, and that is going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed it. So, I liked, mate, the fact that Indra tried to stand by what happened on the attack on Octavia. Do you know what I mean? She ended up throwing some scissors, I think, and it smacked right into that guy's eye. It was mad. She ended up spinning round, taking out Jackson, and then obviously saying to, you know, to Octavia that we've negotiated a deal with Diosa for peace, and you know, there's a better way of going, and nobody's kind of leaving this room. I knew Miller was going to stand up as well. I just knew it before it actually happened. I could sense it. I think I even said it out loud as well, that, you know, I was the leader of the 1st Battalion. You lost it earlier on in the season, so to speak, and if the next person in line, it should be me. He didn't actually say that, which I actually respect, to be honest. I kind of like how he said, look, mate, I'm not saying that you need to follow me. I'm not saying that I'm the next person that's in charge. I'm just saying Indra's not. And I'm also saying that, you know, all season, or like the last few days, we've all been working towards one goal, one cruise, and obviously Octavia's plan. Now, yes, okay, she's not in the best condition to actually action it and go forward, but we could stand by it. We all know it. We've all got our orders. We all know the plan. Let's rock and roll. You know, so in terms of that concept, I kind of get it. You know, I can't really hate him for that. I knew that he was going to do it, but he's whipped, isn't he? He is full on, absolute whipped from Octavia. Again, he's a little lapper. Anything that she says he does, jump how high, one of those ones, you know what I mean? I said that they do it for the commander. You can see straight away as soon as, you know, she recited that guy's name to him, that he was straight on her side over Octavia's. He was there, you know, to shoot Clark at the order of Octavia, Blood Rainer. That's his orders. And then boom, mate, as soon as he seen that the Ascension actually worked, he was on his knees, he was waiting, and that is how everybody will be, in my personal opinion anyway. Once he recites, see, I don't like how they ascend somebody. I think it's ridiculous, me. Like, what they do is they blow the horn and everybody gathers around and then they do the ascension. I kind of get it. It's kind of like in real life now that, like, I don't know. But what King Charles, he's the king though. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so he's the king, and then we're having a coronation like next year. Like, and the fact is, you know, they should put it in her and it should work, and they should know that it's actually worked, and then they should blow the horn and they say, yes, mate, the next commander has risen. Do you know what I mean? And she recites whatever it is that they need to. What they do is they let everybody know it's happening, then they all come and gather around, and anybody that doesn't want it to happen, they'll attack or get in the way or try to prevent it. And you seen it. Clark done it last season. You know, she had the Nightblood in. She was like blowing the horn. Everybody's come up. They go to put it in her. Somebody, Rowan, had enough time to say, look, mate, she faked it. She's not even a real one. It was made in a lab. Brought Abby in as well. Got confirmation it didn't work. Do you know what I mean? Happened again nearly today as well. They let everybody know, and then obviously they was trying to prevent it from happening. Now, the interesting thing is, obviously, they've come in. It's actually gone inside of her, which I do like. And then, obviously, Clark's gone to try and take it out. And they said, if you do, it could damage her. Do you know what I mean? It's already started. You can't stop it now. So, it was obvious that Clark was going to prevent it. Clark's committed, you know, to what she's been all season, her not to be in charge, and she's obviously gone against kind of, I wouldn't say everybody's wishes, but like, she's ascending now, isn't she? And she's just killed that guy and she's got off and bounced. I don't know where she's going to now. She thinks she's going to go to Diosa and just hand her over. And I just think it's daft, because obviously I think like Clark is possibly going to get... Well, to be honest, Clark's in a bad situation all round, to be honest. She's got enemies in Diosa, and obviously McCreary. She's got enemies here with Octavia. And obviously now, like, in terms of what's going on with BELLAMY, they've also fell out as well, it looks like. So she's not in a good place. Again, it's interesting. I personally want Maddie to be the leader. You know, keep going on that she's too young, and Indra's turned around and said, well, it's the same age that Lexa was when she took Ascension, and she was a fantastic leader and everybody rallied behind her. And we've seen it. Indra was a beast. She was a proper fighter and a warrior. She wouldn't let anybody else fight her battles as well. We've seen it there when she had to, you know, for a place against Rowan. You know, the Queen from Ice Nation offered her son, she offered herself. I'm going to fight for my people. I like it. I think Maddie could be that and fit that role. And, you know, I actually want Clark to lose. Whatever Clark's trying to do. I know she's trying to protect her, but whatever attentions I want her to lose. I want her to be ascending. I want Octavia to lose as well, which is mad. You know what I mean? She's been my favourite character for the last 2 seasons. But here, again, I'm not on her side. I'm on Indra's, mate. I feel like I'm Team Indra this season. I know that, obviously, it didn't go well today. She tried and it didn't succeed. But I thought that maybe they'd have a fight between them all at the end there. I thought they was going to throw them all in the pit, me. BELLAMY, Indra, and, you know, GAIA, as well as other people as well. And be like, mate, you know, last one standing, you win, everybody else dead. I actually thought that was going to happen, but then Octavia's like, there's a war to go, we're going to go fight, and he was all like, wee, and obviously they was just left kind of with Octavia sat in a chair looking at BELLAMY tearing up. So interesting. Can't wait to find out what happens in the next episode. Thanks for checking out today's video. If you did enjoy it, please smash a like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.